What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Secret Life of E. Of course, I'm E, and you know I'm out here holding it down for that girl who's getting it and grinding, getting a couple coins and learning a few lessons. If you haven't already, make sure you take a quick second and subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to turn on those post notifications because you need to know when I drop a video. So today I want to share with you guys the pros and the cons when it comes to being single. So when it comes to being single, of course, there's so many great things about it. I'm just going to give you guys a few for now. The first one is going to be that you can focus on yourself. When you're single, you don't have to worry about anybody else except yourself. You can get yourself together. You can get your dreams together. You can get your money together. You can get your house together. You can literally take this time when you're single and get everything you need to get in check about yourself in check. There is no better time to focus on you and the things that you're trying to do and accomplish than when you're single. So that is definitely a huge pro, that you can just focus on yourself. The second pro to being single is that you don't have to argue with anyone to get your point across. Now, when you're in a relationship, it's totally normal to argue. That's just a part of relationships and the growing pains of them. But when you're single, you don't have to worry about that arguing. Arguing is so stressful and it's energy consuming and it's just annoying when you have to argue with your significant other when you guys aren't seeing eye to eye. So when you're single, that's just one thing you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about the pettiness. You don't have to worry about arguing. You don't have to worry about trying to get your point across and why somebody made you feel a certain type of way. So that is a huge pro to being single. Zero arguments. So the last pro to being single is that you can do whatever you want to do. You can go where you want, when you want, how you want, with who you want, without anybody else's interference. Like when you're in a relationship, you have to take somebody else's feelings into consideration when it comes to the things that you're choosing to do. That's just how the game goes, but that's just something you don't have to worry about while you're single. So there's two sides to every coin, and being single is no different. I just told you guys some pros, so let me jump into the cons real quick. So the first con to being single is that you have to do everything by yourself. Like, yeah, you have friends, but you can't do everything with your friends all the time. So there's just some things that you want to do with the significant other that you can't. It low-key gets a little lonely because you have nobody to do anything with sometimes. If you want to go to the movies and your friend ain't there and you really want to go and you have nobody to go with, or if you want to just be like, hey, let's go here, hey, let's go there, there's nobody to do that with, and that is a huge con. So the next con of being single is you have that thought of, will I be single forever? Like, is there somebody else out there for me? Now listen, once you get older and you start not tolerating certain things, the pool just gets smaller. That's just how it goes. And if you're single, you know exactly the thought I'm talking about of, I don't even know if it's gonna happen again. Let me just sit here and grab some cats or something. That thought is so real, especially when you think you caught one and then they end up being a flop. Listen. That single thought is so real and it's such a con, and it's so devastating to think that you're going to be single forever because these guys aren't worth anything these days. So yeah, that's a huge con. So the last con is going to be that you have no venting partner. Like, yeah, you can talk about your day with your friends or your family or whatever the case, but there is no better ear than your significant other, especially if you had a long day at work and somebody's pissing you off, or your mom is just nagging, or your dad is getting on your nerves, or whatever the case. There is no better ear than a significant other and somebody to just vent to, who's not going to judge you and who's going to listen and just be there to support you. So that's a huge con, that you don't have a venting buddy. So that wraps it up for this video. For all you guys out there single, I hope y'all felt me on the pros and the cons to the single game. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe because I will be around, continue the conversation about that real stuff. And also check out the Instagram and the Twitter @_secrelifeofe to keep up with the day-to-day. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.